Here's another great cast with 7 people on it. The Partridge Family. And it was Dave Madden, who played Reuben Kincaid, their manager, the Partridge Family's manager. Then Jeremy Gelbwaks, Jeremy Gelbwaks played the small boy in it from 70 to 71, 1970 to 1971, and then Brian Forster took over in 71 to 74 as that part. I guess they all used their original names for the show, except for the manager, and that was Reuben Kincaid. That was Dave Madden. Then after the boy, Suzanne Crough, and then Susan D. Then of course the all popular Danny Bonaduce. He was an abrupt dude, man. But he must have been taking karate back then too. I bet he was taking it when he was a kid. But David Cassidy and Shirley Jones, the Partridge Family. And everybody liked that red-headed dude. Danny Bonaduce. And when Danny, man, Danny's probably a 34th Dan. I mean, he's high ranking. When you get up to black belt, I took it for a couple of years. I took kung fu for 2 years, but when you get up in the black belt, you go by Dan. It goes black belt Dan 1. That's the first belt you get, and then black belt Dan 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. Mine went up to Dan 10. Just before the dude was gonna croak, man, because it takes a long time to get to a Dan. It takes a long time to get to your next Dan. Gotta have so many years of teaching in, and before your first Dan, you have to have so many hours of teaching, and that way, because when you teach someone, you learn things. You learn what that person didn't know, but you're learning it too, and you're still learning that. So when you teach, you learn a lot more when you teach, because to actually know something and to actually teach it are 2 different things. But that's why some people are teachers and some people aren't, you know. But when you teach something that you know, you thoroughly know it. I mean, when you're teaching, because that's what karate is all about, or kung fu, or martial arts. That's what it's all about. It's to knowing every move you do and why you do it, you know. And when you teach, you learn a lot more than just learning. From, you know, learning the style you're learning. When you teach it, you will learn a lot more, because then you break down all the movements and you break down how you actually do it, and the most effective way, and you're teaching it, so it kind of enforces what you already know or learned. And but that was the Partridge Family was a great family. It was like the MTV of the 70s. It was the MTV of the 70s. I used to watch it all the time. But because it ran from what was it, 1970 to 1974. So it's 70, some 1, some 2, some 3, some 4, 5 seasons. It ran 5 seasons. One under the Brady Bunch, their rival. That was a cool boxing match between Danny Bonaduce and Barry Williams. Man, Barry Williams was out of shape. Man, Danny had it hands down. Barry Williams, man, he could barely make the rounds. I think he was out of shape. Damn, I never saw a person so out of shape. Man, but he was lucky to stay on his feet. And all Danny had to do was put in a few punches, knock the tree down. Man, that's all Danny had to do. And Danny was in condition because he was taking karate all the time. So Barry Williams really didn't have a chance. I think Danny held back a lot. He held back. It was more of a game to him. He knew he was going to win before he even stepped in the ring. But said it could have been a slaughterhouse. But they didn't want to do that because Barry Williams, you know, he is a great actor, and so is Danny Bonaduce. And he was homeless one time, man. after he got being kid status as an actor, he was homeless, living behind Walmart in his car. I guess he's doing okay now, but that was a great family. I like the Partridge family. It was the MTV of the 70s, that's for sure. And MTV didn't start until 1980. But and I loved it. I watched it from 1980 to 1990 until rap started taking over. And rap isn't music, so it doesn't really matter what the video or the nursery rhyme they had. And that's what they are, nursery rhymes, or they call it gangster rap. That's just a bad way for music to go. But it's for people who can't sing. And but they can nursery rhyme. Everybody can nursery rhyme in kindergarten and grammar school. So they try to carry that crap out on the adults, and they did pretty good. Took over MTV. I mean, a lot of people, you know, like that better, I guess. I'm an 80s, all 80s rock and roll MTV video type of person. But as soon as the 90s hit, I was done with MTV. I don't even know what they were playing anymore. I didn't even know after 90. After 90 hit, didn't even know what MTV played. Before that, from 1980 to 1990, I was always watching it, taking videos and all the best songs. But yeah, I was done with MTV. But the Partridge family, that was a great episode. That was great episodes from 1970, 1974. It was rocked. I mean, it rocked. It was great. And that's what I have to say for the Partridge family. I'll have pictures and stuff on when I get them together. Public domain pictures.